So just when we thought it couldn't possibly all get any worse for Meghan Markle, well, she does it again. Literally putting on one of her best performative performances like she's trying to win an Oscar, showboating her philanthropy in a very cringy and manic Instagram post. Name dropping celebrities, dropping those suckers left and right, because Meghan wants to ensure that we all know she has Hollywood friends and she has deep Hollywood connections, while once again exploiting a tragedy to, of course, elevate herself as Mother Teresa and patting herself on the back for doing minimal work. Her little kind gesture of show up and do good quickly turns into a very self-serving, virtue signaling moment that, of course, she has to share on social media. It's a look at me, folks. Look what I did here. It's actually quite nauseating. Has this latest PR stunt backfired and blew up the little Megsy's face? This is actually beginning to look like a narcissistic meltdown. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into Meghan Markle's grandstanding and self-absorbed Instagram video. You guys, we have a lot of juicy royal daily tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. Well, someone better go check on little Ashley. Little Ashley Hansen probably needs a couple of tequila shots, maybe some chips and salsa to get through the PR dumpster fire that Meghan Markle dumped at her feet this week. Quick, take her phone away from her and deny Instagram access. Now, I called it. I have been saying this for a long time. I'm going to toot my own horn. I called it. I told y'all for a while that Meghan was going to return to social media and she was going to start speaking directly to her people, which is something she should have done 5 years ago before the disaster, chaotic mess of Megxit exploded in Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's faces. Now, there's so much to unpack here, guys, that I actually took a couple of days to think about it. Meghan Markle and the truth are never quite in the same sentence. This is the woman who told quite a few porky pie lies, and she likes to embellish. She likes to throw a little mint, and she likes to elevate these meet cute stories and how she helps people and she meets fans and people just thank her for being amazing. So this Instagram story is giving me people in Africa danced in the streets when she got married to little Prince Harry, just like when Mandela was freed from prison. Remember that little porky pie lie that she said someone who worked on The Lion King told her, and then later on no one could find this mythical person, and the one person it was supposedly was him wasn't even at the premiere that night. So I guess she was talking to Casper, the friendly ghost, was talking about the Africans dancing in the street, just like they did when Mandela was freed, because she married Prince Harry. Yeah, that was a nice story that pretty much got debunked. Then we have the other little porky pie lie of little Megxy during the Queen's Jubilee, when she told the story of how when she escaped Megxit and she was on the flight and the sky captain that no one knows about came over and sat at her feet and he said, "Thank you, Mom. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice, for giving up so much. We know you tried. You tried. And we just want to say thank you. Thank you for your sacrifice." This is sounding a lot like those two stories put together. Again, she added a little mint and she elevated her another fake story. Now, a lot of people are saying this is a fake story that she talks about in the Instagram reel about how she met a little 15-year-old girl in Altadena walking through the rubble and damage of her home that was now ashes, because we all know that never happened. We all know that was a figment of Meghan Markle's imagination. Now, maybe she met the girl at another event, but she certainly did not meet her walking through the ashes of her burned out home, because if y'all remember, Meghan and Harry showed up with the mayor and a camera crew, and they were the only people permitted at that time to walk through the ruins. It was against the law. Homeowners were actually complaining that they couldn't go to the wreckage. They couldn't even see their own property. But somehow, this unicorn who rose up from the ashes appeared, poof, in front of Meghan Markle and told her about wanting her little Billie Eilish t-shirts. So we're going to go ahead and go through the footage piece by piece, and we're going to talk about everything that happened in this monstrosity of a video.
I was just told that something arrived that I have been waiting for.
Okay, so the very first thing that you're going to notice about Meghan is she's like very excited, almost like, oh my God, you guys, I'm so excited for this package. She's almost manic, and she's very fresh faced. I think she's trying to pull a little Pamela Anderson, trying to look authentic, down to earth. I'm just sitting here at home playing with little Archie and little Lilybet, and all of a sudden I got alerted to a package. Some people are saying it's San Ysidro Ranch. I don't know if that is true. But again, it's really bizarre, and she gets a little merchy. She starts to merch. You'll notice her hair is pulled out of the way, and she's wearing a black turtleneck that says Archie and Lily on the neckline. So some people think she's going to merch it, and her wedding ring is very, very prevalent quite a few times. In the video, she's constantly putting her hands to her head, and her ring is in focus. Now, there's been rumors that Meghan has made another tweak, a fourth tweak to her wedding ring, but for whatever reason, she wants us to see the ring. So she's not only showcasing her collar and her fresh face, but she's showcasing the wedding ring. So let's continue.
Oh my God.
Wedding ring. Now there she's just super excited, like it's Christmas morning, and there's a package, a PR package with about 5 or 6 t-shirts and merch, and there's a lunch box in there that's from Billie Eilish, and I believe a signed record. Okay, so watch her reaction to this now, her overacting.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago, when my husband and I were in Altadena, we went to a community where all the homes were left in ashes.
I don't know why she's acting like she's out of breath, or she's so overwhelmed at the memory of meeting this phoenix that rose through the ashes. Again, the story seems like she's telling another one of those Porky Pie lies, kind of over dramatizing what she did, what her husband and her experienced. Again, they drove 2 hours to be a disaster tourist walking through people's burned homes.
This mom had found a couple things, and as I was talking to her, I turned and looked, and I saw this young woman, and I said, oh my gosh, how old are you? She's 15. She lived.
Like, that's the first thing you're going to say to somebody who's walking through their home that has been completely annihilated, burned to the ground, is, oh my gosh, how old are you? Really? You shouldn't give one of her $1 million hugs to this poor little girl? Just wanted to know her age.
Was there. And her mom shared something with me and said that when...
Another thing I find a little strange is she's overacting constantly. Oh my God, my hands to the head. And her mom, she shared these things with her, and she's constantly taking the camera up and down, and walking around like she's a home blogger. It's weird. Why not just hold the camera and say, hey guys, guess what? I got to do this thing for this person, right? And we're so happy we could help out. And by the way, we're making a huge donation, or here's where you could donate. But instead, she's making into this huge showboat, look at me, grand, recording, putting the microphone and the camera down and picking it up again and walking around and putting her hands to her head. It's like over dramatic, over a couple of t-shirts and a signed album. It's a little much.
They came back to see their house for the first time, which is as we were meeting them, that all that she'd been looking for in her home was the t-shirt from the Billie Eilish concert that she had just gone to that she left in the washing machine or the dryer. And of course, they now see their home and the washing machine and the dryer are ash. They're not there anymore. And so I said, well, I don't know Billie Eilish, but I'm going to figure out how to get you this shirt. So I thought of everybody that I knew, and I made a voice note, and I was like, please, can someone get this voice note to Billie Eilish? Here's what I'm asking. You guys, I don't even know what all of this stuff means, but it's...
So she sends a voice note to people. That's odd.
Signed for her. Is that a thing? A lunchbox thing? I don't know.
Now, I find the lunchbox reference a bit odd, considering the fact she's a mother of 2 small kids. Do they not go to school? Do they not have lunchboxes? How do you not know that lunchboxes are still a thing for many, many kids and teenagers? So the fact that she's acting like, oh, is this the thing? It's like, yeah, that's what your kids put their lunches in when they go to school. You know, when the nanny packs their lunch and the nanny takes them to school. Again, Meghan Markle doesn't seem like she's a very hands-on mother. Her and Harry always act like children or foreign objects. They don't seem very parental. They always act like a fish out of water when it comes to children. Again, overacting, trying to be cute. Oh, is this the thing?
This is when I feel really old. Huge thank you, Billie Eilish. This is...
So here, Meghan does a little awkward name dropping of some celebrities.
It's going to mean so much to her, and honestly, to Adam Levine and Bahati, you guys helped get this over the line.
Now again, she didn't really specify what they did, but she wanted to make sure she threw in some more names.
Everyone who's showing up for people in big and small ways.
So I agree that people should definitely show up in large and small ways. However, when you're a multi-millionaire, perhaps show up with a check. Just saying.
Is to get through what's happened in California. Just thank you so much.
Again, the ring is on full display.
I'm going to go and email her mom now. Just wanted to share that with you guys.
So she hadn't even told the young girl yet, but she wanted to tell the entire world and her 1.6 million followers before she emails the mom. So of course the girl already had the surprise broken, but again, it's like she wants applause and she wants to be thanked for the smallest task that she didn't even do by herself. She wants everyone to know what she did. Seriously, it's like there were celebrities who wrote $1 million checks that aren't walking around saying, see what I did? See what I did? Look what I did. Give me a pat on the back. Meghan wants the world to know how awesome and kind she is because she sent a voice memo to a couple of celebrities who passed it on probably to some PR managers who probably knew Billie Eilish's team, and they sent out a couple pieces of merch. Wow, that was awesome. I mean, I'm happy for the teen girl if this is actually true. But I mean, Meghan and Harry never donate any real money or do any real work. Again, this is a look at me, y'all, look at me. And look at that gleeful little smile. She's so happy. This is literally her narcissistic wet dream. She can now talk to you personally and tell you every single time she does something nice. She's going to pull out the camera and tell you immediately so you can all praise her. So in my personal opinion, Meghan did not do herself many favors with this video. I think it was tone deaf, much like Harry and Meghan looking like a bunch of grief ghouls and ambulance chasers when they walked around the California wildfires with a camera crew. They literally need to learn how to read the room. So Meghan has had a lot of negative press. 2025 has not been a great year for Harry and Meghan, and her return to Instagram, in my opinion, has not exactly been a great success. Now, to me, again, this is typical Meghan. You can tell she is definitely merching. You see the picture of the collar with the names of her kids that just happened to be on her shirt that particular day The one day she just happened to pick up a camera, it was a coinky-dink, and you notice how her hair is conveniently out of the way. Then you see the wedding ring, bold and center. She trying to let us know, hey guys, I reset my ring, or we're still married, here's the ring. For whatever reason, that ring was very, very important because she made sure it was constantly in view. In my opinion, this is a narcissistic, manic episode. She is spiraling out of control, and we know how much Meghan Markle likes to control the narrative. So she's having a lot of negative PR. The Hollywood press has turned on Harry and Meghan because they stink. They stink. 5 years they have gone past their expiration date, and the US media has now turned their backs on Harry and Meghan. So how can Meghan Markle control the media besides sending out her little faithful minions? If you haven't checked out my previous video that I dropped yesterday, go and check it out, where I talk about how Meghan Markle uses her little minions as her, quote, PR agents to go out and combat the negative press by putting out these puff pieces and singing her praises. So besides using her friends or doing the sources close to the couple where they give their stories to People Magazine or Us Weekly, now Meghan can take the bull by the horns, y'all, and she can talk directly to you on Instagram. Oh, this is Ashley's nightmare, sweetheart. Get off the Titanic while you can. Can you just imagine the phone calls little Ashley is having to have trying to put out this PR dumpster fire? What do y'all think about this? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.